Why is the G20 important? Well, the 20 finance heads of the industrialized world then come in. $1 billion, $200 million is being spent in Canada. It's a total police state. Laws are passed so citizens have no due process and can be arrested. People are grabbed. There's secret police on trains, spying on everyone. People are just taken away for no reason. That's the headline. Secret law passed allows unlimited arrest. And then, magically, the anarchists show up. The police stand back, as is in these new videos, let them set police cars in fire that are parked there, and then let the media see it, and then they pull back and are left alone. And they've been caught in Canada hiring provocateurs to attack police so they can beat the hell out of Canadians. I mean, Canadians have an evil government, and they need to wake up to it.
Alex, I really do wish you were joking, but you're not. It is absolutely correct, everything you just said. It is a repeat of Nazi Germany, except now they have 1,000,000 times more powerful technology to treat us all like sheep.
Well, look at how their TSA kill people all the time. Just beat them to death. You can't speak English, and you're begging for help after 20-something hours in the terminal. They just beat you to death. Go ahead.
Alex, I just hope that you have advance warning when the actual roundups begin, because I don't think we're actually that far off from what I can see.
And the media does two things. They go and point cameras at police and government provocateurs to demonize all the protesters and say, oh, look at these anarchists who are engaged in violence, as a way to cause a chilling effect against all demonstrations. And it's working well. But they also point their cameras always at foundation-funded communists and say, oh, it's communist against capitalism protesting the banks. The big central banks promote communism for the general public's wealth, which then goes offshore to them. They promote collectivism at the lower level. And this is not capitalism having central banks stealing trillions of dollars from us, but this is all part of the semantical deception where the lies are just in the basic terms and the rules of the political game we're given are lies.
Yeah, it seems to be a big turning point, but I guess all these events are big turning points. But we need to speak out to the good people who might be working alongside the G20 puppet masters or in the police. Why are the good people not speaking out? What are they scared of? Why are they under this control?
Well, they feel like they're the winners. They feel like they're on the winning team, and even if they lean towards liberty a little bit, they still think it's safer to sit on the sideline. No, things are too dark. Things are getting too serious, folks. We're entering a very dangerous time. All of you need to do whatever you can, whether it's getting information out. If you're a police officer, you know about a unit of police that was assigned to help these private contractor anarchists come in. Just like they used an anarchist to start World War I or an anarchist to bomb Wall Street. That was the bankers doing that. An anarchist is just an agent of chaos so the system can come in. I don't mean an anarchist in its true sense. I mean these people calling themselves anarchists are normally just communist youth brigade people brought in by foundations.
Absolutely, Alex. I like to call myself a philosophical anarchist. I believe in the true ideals of anarchism against big government. But these black bloc children, most of them were very young. They were just there, oh, we're here to commit crime. We're here to just smash things up. They're just idiots. That's
why you don't see big people, big crowds out demonstrating. It's simple. You go out and demonstrate now, especially against the globalists or the World Trade Organization or anything New World Order. They just hire thugs to come burn a police car, and then they retreat and the police attack you. And they put it on the news that you did it.
Yeah, I'd just like to just touch upon that as well, Alex. I'm just so proud of the Toronto residents and the other associated protesters for the incredible restraint they showed amidst such police thuggery. The New World Order, they want a violent response from the public right now to further speed up their imposition of this technotronic advanced slave society. I believe right now, as what you're doing, Alex, as what Dan is doing, as what I'm doing right now, we just need to unlock people's minds, wake them up.
So it's all about theater of the mind, what Charlie Veach was just saying, about selling you that you're going to be snatched, you're going to be grabbed, don't come out to these, don't mess with the bankers. This is an exercise in warring against us. We're the legitimate people saying we don't want to be raped by the foreign banks. We don't want to go into serfdom like Greece or Iceland. And they're saying, no, you're going to feel our full might. And so they are testing, and they admit this at each of these events, how to bring in their internationalization of a city, how to have secret police, how to have their criminal operation dominate everyone. This is about the city and your state, your region, your country going under globalist control. And they are under globalist control in these events. This is about your city going under foreign private corporate control. And now they're openly saying, yes, we're going to track you. Yes, we're going to spy on you. Yes, we're going to shut you down. Yes, we want to arrest people that tell conspiracy theories. I mean, what do they think is going to happen when they start trying to arrest people for their speech? Everybody's been fighting as hard as they can to keep this peaceful. But I don't think they realize we're not the poor, disarmed Russian peasants. We're not the disarmed Germans. And not everybody is a pot-bellied, decadent slob. I mean, I don't think all these little kids in black uniforms realize that they are really starting something that isn't going to end well. You notice as soon as they started selling derivatives in '99, they started setting up a police state. Because the IMF and World Bank have done this in countless third world countries. They've done this over and over and over again. They know what they're doing. And they know you're going to end up rioting. So I don't want violence, just like these anarchists, gave this system a pretext to crack down. We want to peacefully go out and get the moral high ground and point out to the general public who the real criminals are. But down the road, they start trying to arrest political dissidents and take us to death dungeons. It's going to be like Robin Hood all over again. People aren't going to have a choice, and you will start seeing black arrows flying. And that's what happens when the badge and the government becomes a complete tyranny. I'm fighting to avert this as hard as I can. But as JFK said, those that make peaceful revolutions impossible make violent revolutions inevitable. Yeah, you're not in Kansas anymore. Neither am I. This is bona fide, real tyranny. And a lot of people say, well, I don't care if we live under tyranny. I go along, I got my job, I go along with what the government says. I submit to checkpoints and corruption and naked body scanners at the airports and the taxes always going up. I'm going to bend over. Well, they know you are, and that's why they're going to hurt you real bad. As Thomas Jefferson said, and as history shows, the level of tyranny you will live under is the exact level you'll put up with. They will not stop. The type of individuals in power worldwide throughout history are the types that always want more power. Listen, people say that cops can do no wrong in America. The media told us so. But did the Russian cops under Stalin and Lenin before him, were they bad? Were Hitler's police, the Gestapo, were they bad? Are Pol Pot's troops, were they bad? Was Pol Pot's police, were they oppressive? What about Fidel Castro? What about Mao Zedong? What about Julius Caesar? What about Attila the Hun? Oh, he had enforcers. So I'm here trying to keep our police from being turned into that historically. Why did our founding fathers fight the Redcoats? They became oppressive police. Have you read the Declaration of Independence? Read what the government was doing then and ask yourself, is that what's starting to happen now? I talk to so many people who have means, who are intelligent, who are informed, and they'll go, okay, so what if sodium fluoride's poison? So what if GMO food's bad? Yeah, there's a world government, but still the media says you're a kook if you're against that. I don't want to look like a kook. So you're going to lose everything. Lose the dollar, lose your sovereignty, lose your children's future. You're going to go along with all this because you want to look like you're a mainline person. Is it mainline to jump off a cliff? Is it mainline to go along with Hitler? I guess it is. That's why it was mainline to have human sacrifice every day in the Aztec kingdom 1,000 years ago. It's totally insane, anti-human, satanic, but it's mainstream, so why not? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You don't even control your own destiny when you just, like flotsam and jetsam, just get thrown around in the waves, whichever way the wind blows you. You're only alive once. Be part of standing up for humanity. It shows how brainwashed these people are that so many of these yuppies now will admit everything we're talking about is true, but say, what are you going to do about it? They have no respect for themselves. Well, it doesn't matter if they want to be slaves. Those of you out there that do hear the calling, that have looked into this information, that know it's true, it's your job to stand up against this evil and take action. And it's a great honor to be part of this. You're only alive once. We're alive at such an important time. Every generation has gone through critical crossroads, but this is the most critical in our history. The very survival of our species is at stake. Ladies and gentlemen, when they get rid of the Bill of Rights and Constitution, when they get rid of the Declaration of Independence, that's the shield for all of you. That protects all of us. They want tyranny so they can take all your pension funds. They want tyranny so they can conscript your children to be imperial stormtroopers in a global army to have their arms and legs blown off. They want tyranny so they can secure all their ill-gotten gains. Tyranny will target every one of you out there listening, and all of you good old boys and yuppies and people who think you're part of the establishment. You better count the cost right now and decide which side you're on, liberty or tyranny. You better decide whether you're going to get off the bench and be part of the second American Revolution against tyranny to restore the republic, or whether you're going to sit there and suck your thumb and let all of this come to fruition. We need intelligent, able-bodied men and women who understand what's going on, doctors, lawyers, scientists, others, police officers, to stand up and be heard now. Now is the time.